What's up, guys? It's Alex. Today we've got a very good trade planned, and we got a couple more as well. Okay, so if you like trading ideas, you like trading videos, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Okay, because we've got a home run to hit here with Shopify. Okay, so I hope you're ready, guys. I'm giving you 99% probability to win this rate, right? I never give you guys that high probability. This is one of my favorite trades here for today. Okay, so let me show you why we like this trade so much. Okay, so Shopify bounces in the pre-market with good earnings. Okay, now we all know earnings are the best catalyst to push a stock higher. Okay, so good, it pushes the stock higher, but where? To its top level. Okay, and this coincides perfectly on the chart here. Perfectly coincides with the top levels back here in July, August, September, really. Okay, you can see Shopify cannot break out above this level, so it's great. It has great earnings, but if the earnings were so great, guys, you push above those top levels. Okay, and Shopify here with great earnings cannot push above its top levels. Okay, and what does that give us? It gives us great meat on the bone to the downside, and let me show you exactly what Shopify did here in July. Okay, so July, your best entry was puts at the open. It drops down about 50 points. Okay, so with that being said, it is a bearish continuation from the last time. Okay, and the conditions are very similar. All right, here the conditions were all-time highs. Okay, and this time it's a little different. All right, it's very similar though, and the fact that they're at that same level for the most part. Okay, the only difference here is that this is not going to be an all-time high for the stock, so it might not drop as much. Okay, but it should be pretty much the same reaction here, and that's exactly what we're calculating for. Okay, so no statistical data here, right? I'm not calculating the last 10 times Shopify released earnings. Okay, but it's very similar in fact of the conditions this time and what's most likely to happen. Okay, so we like this short here right at the open. We're not going to waste any time. We're going to get into some. Okay, and if it bounces up back to 1080, we'll be adding to our position. Okay, with that being said, if for some reason the trade does go against us, how are you going to react? Okay, I only want you to take a trade because you believe in it. Okay, I'm giving you trades that I think are great, that I'm going to take. Okay, but at the same time, if I'm going to lose a trade, I don't need you to lose it with me. Okay, so make sure you're taking a trade because it matches up with your strategy and because you like the trade too. Okay, so that's the first trade for the day. Alright, guys, next trade we've got planned for the day, Spotify. Okay, so this is a very good trade. I really like the probabilities here. I got about 85% probability to win, but Spotify can be a tricky trade based off the past. But guys, today what we have here is lining up for probably one of the easiest trades on Spotify because of the conditions we have. So let me show you what we have here. Okay, so double top. Alright, and last time in September, where did we drop down to? 220. Now, we're not saying it's going to drop down to 220 in one day, obviously, right? That would be, what, 25% stock in one day? We're not expecting that, okay? But what we are saying is here, on the way up, momentum was dying down, right? Is getting lower as the stock was going higher. Okay, second, all right, I've been wanting to short this thing all week. Okay, then I checked the premiums and I forget how freaking expensive they are. Luckily, now the premiums are going to be much easier to trade. Okay, they're going to settle down after that IV. Okay, so anybody's going to be able to trade these now. All right, and that's why we wait post earnings. Okay, so now, all right, you see it's dropped down already, pre-market down to 265. Where is that on the chart? It's right very close to that moving average. So what you can expect here is to short it. Okay, but expect maybe a little resistance at the moving average for a little, but ultimately we do believe that it will break below it. Okay, whether that's today or tomorrow, we fully expect this. Okay, and what I like about this trade so much is look how much meat on the bone there is. All right, we've got from 276 with potential down to 220, 230. Okay, and the conditions here, right? Okay, these were the conditions in September when we had that mini crash. Okay, this is a more significant crash here in the brewing. Okay. And then second, they actually miss earnings, okay? And with a miss on earnings, they've only dropped down to 265, guys. That's how we know we have a lot of potential and room lower. And that's why I like this trade so much, okay? So average true range of 10 points, 9 points here, as you can see. Okay, so you don't, normally expect the stock to move more than 9 to 10 points from the high of day. Okay, so let's say the high of day is the open, or let's say it bounces up to 270. Okay, you shouldn't expect the stock to drop too much more than down or drop too much below 261 or 260 for the day. So I hope you understand that. Okay, but it is earnings, so you can see it surpass that daily trading range. But make sure you are aware of that. Okay, so don't expect it to drop 30 points in one day, but this can very likely be a bearish continuation play. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to fully take advantage of this. This is my second favorite for trade for the day, and we're about to get into the next one. Alright guys, next trade we want to keep you guys updated on is FSLR. Okay, so I know we had some people trade this yesterday with us. Alright, we love this chart. Super bearish, expecting a bearish continuation, but at the end of the day, you can't be right about everything. I think you guys see, how many trades we get right. Okay, so if you get one trade wrong, it is what it is. But with that being said, I have 84% confidence this thing drops today. Okay, so realize here that ATR is about 4.8. Okay, and obviously that average true range is going to be higher post earnings. Okay, so at the max, you shouldn't expect more than about a 6-point move lower today from the high of day. Okay, but I want you to keep that in mind. This isn't a stock that's going to drop 10 points in one day typically. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Like I said, okay, so let's just say it is dropping pre-market here, so that's great. Okay, we just need to break the lows of yesterday, and after that we can easily get down to 86 for the day. Okay, now if it retests, then your average true range is going to be put into place, where that would be your high of the day, and then we're going to have not such a lower low, if that makes sense. I don't want to get into it too much. That's kind of getting a little too technical here. I just want to go over the trades for the day. Next trade, ADP, okay, which is, we're reviewing our trades from yesterday. Super bearish. We absolutely love it. Okay, once again, the ATR here is about 3.9. So from high of day, you shouldn't expect it to drop more than 5 points. Okay. With that being said, it's a good trade nonetheless. Expect bearish continuation. And what you have to realize about these earnings plays, guys, is they break out higher. Okay, but with what? 1, 2, 3 attempts to break out higher, it's not able to break out higher, and that's what gives us so much confidence going into the bearish continuation and holding these overnight. Okay, now you take a loss, then you take a loss. Okay, you can't get every single trade right. It's a part of the game. You got to get used to it. Okay, with that being said, we have once again about 84%, no, probably 88% confidence for bearish continuation here in ADP. And like I said, how are you gonna react if you have a losing trade? Okay, that's up to you. Alright, I can't help you with that. All I can do is help you and give you my best trading ideas, my plans, okay, and I hope you guys utilize it to the best of your advantage. Okay, so that's our plan here for ADP. If you want to get out by today, you can. Otherwise, just pay attention to price action, and you guys know I'm always going to try to keep you updated as best as I can in the comments. Okay, once again, a lot of you guys hitting me up on Reddit. Alright, you're going to have a lot better success, I think, getting a hold of me if you comment in the YouTube comment section, okay, because I check that a lot more often. Okay, now I do check the Reddit at the end of the day, just to check up on you guys. Alright, but ultimately, you're going to get, better response from me on YouTube if you're commenting down below. So let me know if you have any questions there. Also, Boeing, okay, bearish continuation. Here's what we have into the day. You can see selling had a failed breakout higher, specifically at the moving average. So if you missed the trade yesterday and you're looking into Boeing, alright, it would be another opportunity here to short it. So any break to that SMA, you can expect it to break lower as it already did pre-market. Okay, and you just have to look at all the failed attempts higher, right? 1 attempt higher failed, 2 attempt higher failed, 3 attempt higher failed, and we've went over kind of the analysis here. I just typed in BS. We need BA. Okay, we've went into the analysis here, how it's it's a very beat up stock, and we have reason to believe it'll go lower. I'm not trying to get into all the analysis and explanation here. Okay, but that is the another trade I guess you could take for the day. I wasn't planning on giving it to you, but if you did miss out on that one, you could jump back into that one today, and we are holding these contracts today. Okay, so guys, these are all the trades for the day. If you got any questions, make sure you leave them down below in the YouTube comments, okay, because I'll probably be able to get to you much easier there. Alright guys, let's make it a great trading day. I hope you like the trades for the day. If you have anything planned, any trades you think I'm overlooking or I should look at, make sure you leave them down in the comments below. Maybe I'll be able to go over it before the market opens. We got about an hour and a half, so we're on time today. Everyone should be able to make a great trade, and ultimately the Shopify trade is my absolute favorite. I love this trade. Okay, so with that being said, puts on the bounce or at the open, and that's a beautiful trade. Okay, so guys, take advantage of the opportunities we have. I'm Alex, the day trading champ. Make sure you drop a like and make sure you're subscribed if you aren't, because we'll have a video on how to trade Amazon here shortly. Okay, and I know if you have a small account, maybe you're only starting off with $1 grand in your account. If you nail this Amazon trade with us tomorrow, or at least that's what we plan on doing, is nailing that trade. Obviously, we could be wrong, but we plan to nail it. You can easily take your account from 1 grand to 5 grand, in one day, and that's a huge boost when you're starting off trading, right? And I want everyone to be able to take advantage of that. So make sure you have your notification bell on if you don't, okay? Because we have our data on how we plan to trade that. All right, and that'll be out soon. Okay, so super exciting. Let's take advantage of the day. I'm Alex, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Drop a like if you have.